Overlook. Today I will tell you a story of a rich man and a poor man, two men who lived in the same village, walked on the same dusty roads, breathed the same air, but carried very different burdens in their hearts, and in the end their lives teach us what real wealth truly means. In a small town far from the noise of cities lived two men whose lives could not have been more different. The first was Arman, the wealthiest man in the village. His mansion stood at the center of the town with tall gates, marble floors, and servants rushing about at every hour. People bowed to him when he passed. Children whispered his name with awe. He had everything: lands, cattle, gold, and more money than he could ever spend in his lifetime. But with his riches came pride. Arman was known to be cold, distant, and often cruel. He measured people's worth by what they owned, never by who they were. If someone poor came to his gates seeking help, he would wave them away without a second thought, saying, "Why should I waste my hard-earned fortune on beggars?" On the other side of the same village lived Faisal, a poor man. He owned a small hut made of mud and straw. His clothes were worn, his shoes were torn, and his hands were rough from years of hard labor. Faisal worked from sunrise to sunset in the fields just to earn enough to feed his wife and two children. Yet despite his poverty, Faisal's heart was filled with kindness. Whenever a hungry traveler passed by, he would offer them the little food he had. If a neighbor needed help, Faisal would never say no, even if it meant sacrificing his own comfort. People respected him not for his wealth but for the light in his character. One evening the village was struck by a powerful storm. Winds howled through the trees, roofs were torn off, and crops were destroyed in the fields. The next morning families stepped out of their broken homes anxious about how they would survive the coming